So this is the Beagle camera from Mintion, and at first glance it looks like a cartoon dog mixed with a webcam. But under its cute facade, this is actually a controller for your 3D printer that can connect to Wi-Fi, and you can monitor your prints as they're going, along with being able to start and stop them with your phone, and automatically capture time-lapse of your print. And this can be used with just about any FDM 3D printer, so any of them can have Wi-Fi controls. And when it comes to everything in the box, there's not much to it. Just a power and data cable, a USB power supply, and instructions. And a micro SD card will be inside of the unit. After installing the Beagle Print app, you'll be able to connect and access the camera, along with all the controls and settings for your printer. And this is where you're going to be accessing your G-code or print files. For a basic setup, I'm just going to use its own box to set it up high enough, and let's start a print. So I'm going to be using some purple silk PLA from Matter Hackers, and the Beagle Cam will have full control over this entire print. And here's a look at the time lapse, which the quality of it is not great, as you can tell. It's just a lot of compression on the video file, so it looks pretty bad. But it was able to print the model with no problems. And with all the supports removed, it looks like it came out really nice. So I wanted to see how this would handle taking a time lapse along with printing something in a spiralized or vase mode, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically one single layer going all the way around non-stop. But from the looks of it, it looks like it's printing way too fast for this, but I just let it go to see what would happen, and as you can see, it did finish. But as you can see, there's holes in this, and it's under extruded like crazy on the back half of this. And the reason why it's doing this is it's moving over to the side and taking a picture and then moving back. It's supposed to be one continuous piece, so it's going to mess up like this. And this is the same G-code printed again without the time lapse. And it looks like it came out just about perfect, besides the little top antenna part that I could probably slow down the print for. But back to the Beagle Cam itself, the mounting setup on this is not something that's standard that I know of. And I would love to be able to mount this onto a tripod without just balancing it on there. And I think I want it to attach to a quick release plate like this one, using the standard 1/4-20 screw that most camera equipment uses. So I'm just going to take this base plate off and design a new one that will work for my needs. And after about an hour or so, I made this in Fusion 360. So I designed this to be printed with a 0.4mm nozzle at 0.2mm layer height, along with no supports, and it already has the threads in the center of it. And it takes about 2 hours to print. And if you want to be able to print one of these for yourself, I'll have a link in the description so you can download the file and help support the channel at the same time. And the only thing I need to do to clean this up really is to thread my 1/4-20 screw through the top of this out the back to make sure that the threads are going to work properly. And this just snaps in place, and the 3 screws that came out of the original will hold this in place. And with it all put back together, it works perfectly fine, and it actually is a little bit tighter than it was before. And now I can use this with any of my camera gear I want for mounting or make new mounts with easier attaching points. This is a pretty handy tool, to be honest, especially if you're just needing to monitor things and be able to stop them from anywhere if you have a failure. And I would say that this is very similar to OctoPrint, but just a lot easier to set up since it's just plug and play basically. And there's a slight problem with OctoPrint right now, seeing that Raspberry Pis, the computer that runs it all, are almost impossible to get. And if you can get one, they are dramatically overpriced, seeing that they're supposed to be around $35, and I'm finding them for over $100. And on top of that, you need a webcam. So that all adds up real quick. If you are in the market to buy one of these, you can get one for $69.99 with free shipping from their website. Or for $70.99, you can get it on Amazon. And if you use the code BeagleCamera, you'll get $5 off. And this is an ongoing project for them, so they're working on new software updates all the time for this, to make your experience better with it and to make the product better. And they have a lot of helpful guides on their website so you can get set up, and if you have any questions, it should be answered here. I'm probably going to buy a couple more of these to set up with my other printers. And just so you know, I wasn't paid to make this video about this camera or to say anything nice about it or anything like that. I was just sent it and allowed to do whatever I wanted. So if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.